Enough of the sidelines, gotta get in the game. Where nothing is mentioned, nothing is gained. They're calling numbers, play by play. We're either out or we're in all the way. Get in the action, whatever the cost. Nothing can equal the worth of the loss. Shoulder to shoulder, hand to the plow. Today is the day, and the right time is now. And the field is ready for the new reserve. We will bring the harvest with the will to serve. We're ready, willing and able. Do it dance tonight and the goal to right. We're ready, willing and able. Lifting up the cross to the waiting Lord. Ready to serve and willing to go. Able to stand the chance to know. We're ready, willing and able.
One of the things that I was constantly telling everyone in the studio as they would be doing their part was have fun. Because I really believe that attitude will come out in the performance, and if everybody has fun, the record will be fun. And we wanted this record to be fun. We wanted to say some really good things, but we wanted the music to be energetic and fun.
We know what motivates them and what motivates us, and that's having a great record, to be used as a tool for ministry and a good piece of art.
And I'd also like to hear the cymbal on your far right so that we can get a real good stereo spread, because there's a lot going on in the center, and you seem to be sticking to those two cymbals over the toms.
Okay, man, just cover it more.
And a little bit more snap on the kick drum coming in after the break.
Man, I'm punching it hard. You might have to give me more.
The kick drum was snapped right on the money.
I was kind of hearing this part just a little bit out of the way of the keyboards. I've tried collaborating with people, and there's something that goes beyond just sitting down and writing a song. Because a lot of times I've tried co-writing with people in the past, and they'll harp on this idea that isn't working, but you don't want to say, where Bob and I are at the point where we'll hear something, just go, doesn't cut it. And Bob doesn't have to say anything. I'll just play it for him and he'll just go. I'll say, okay, let me try something else.
I did an album with Kansas. That's how I met John and Dino. Peter Gabriel I worked with Yes. In my early days I did work with Queen, 2 albums with them. Elton John, David Bowie. I've been around for a while. When you mix something, it's usually only for a couple of weeks, so you don't live the lyrics, or you don't sort of understand what the band is or the artist is trying to say. And I found that the biggest difference with this was coming in and doing a mix. Every song, the lyrics spoke to me every time. I was able to really pick up on what the band was saying. A lot stronger than if it had been perhaps something just in the secular market. Something that it touched my heart. It was great.
What we feared about this was Petra's, was people saying, "Oh, it sounds like Beyond Belief. It sounds like On Fire." So what we did is we just vowed to Bob, John, and I that we were going to intentionally not do what we thought would work in a specific situation.
Let's not go for the first idea that comes around, the natural thing that we would normally do. Let's look beyond that and try to think of something further. And I think we did that.
Instant in season, I drop of a hat. My bases are loaded, it's all pretty bad. The pressure is mounting, the temperature's hot. Heaven is watching to see what we've got. There is strength in numbers, there is hope in one. We are called and chosen to proclaim His Son. We're ready, willing and able.
Dino, make me sweat on this one. Make me stretch. Make me get mad because I can't play this, because it pushes me.
Well, you can't play like a team if you're not gonna. Somebody's got to be a cheerleader, and somebody's got to push the team on. And it sure got pushed on with this album. It really was a fireball.
thing is, like John said, it's an absolute no compromise situation when we work with this band. It's like they don't compromise lyrically, they don't compromise musically. We're always looking to try to do the best of everything.
Well, one day I was reading about David and Psalm, and there was a statement he made in there that really hit home in my heart. And he goes, some people are happy with their wealth, some people are happy with their children. So I won't be happy until I wake up in your likeness. I went, wow, what a real heart for the Lord, to desire of all things to be more like the Lord and wait for that day. And this is before the birth of Christ, and yet he had to reveal revelation that he would be transformed by the Lord into his likeness eventually. And that's what he was living for.
My favorite was likeness. When we were mixing it, it was all done. I listened back to it, and it just didn't sound like I mixed it. It sounded like it was just bigger. And it's just, I would say that's very inspirational.
You're not just writing a song to show people, hey, I can write a song. You want to use that gift in a way to affect other people's lives in a good way. And that's what we want to do as Petra, is to touch people